Am I the donkey for bringing a meat-based product to my vegan friend's dinner? I, 22 female, was invited to a group dinner hosted by my friend Hannah, 23 female, who is vegan. In the message, she said, "It would be awesome if you could all bring plant-based dishes so everyone can try everything." I didn't think it was a rule. I saw it more like a suggestion. I am from Chile, and my friends love our food. So I decided to bring empanadas de piño, non-vegan, and sopapillas con pebre, which are vegan. I made sure to put a visible tag that showed the vegan and non-vegan food. She didn't try none of the dishes I brought. At the dinner, Hannah looked really upset and later texted me that I was really disrespectful for bringing animal products into her home. I apologized, but I also didn't think it was that big of a deal since I didn't force her to eat it, and I brought a food that she could also eat. Also, mind you, we've already eaten non-vegan food there plenty of times, so I would have never guessed it would be such a problem. Am I the donkey? Guys, it was not a small dinner with friends. We were 27 people there, and there were over 20 different dishes to choose from, with most of them being vegan. Comment 1. Your vegan friend organizes dinner and requests her friends to bring plant-based dishes so everybody can try everything. You decided to bring a non-vegan dish. You are the donkey. Edited to change vegetarian to vegan. My bad. Comment 2. Okay, but why is it always the person who brings 2 dishes that gets yelled at? Not the donkey. And this is going to sound weird, but you know when you're the only one who gets in trouble for something everyone else is doing? That specific feeling where you're looking around like, am I in a different reality? Because that's what this is. 3 other people brought meat. You brought a whole vegan option too. You labeled everything. You've literally eaten pepperoni at her house before. But somehow you're the problem? I think we all know someone like Hannah. The rules change depending on who you are. And the worst part is, you probably spent hours making both dishes trying to include everyone, and she didn't even try the vegan one you made for her. Yeah. Anyway, you sound like the friend who actually cares and brings the good food to the parties. Some people don't deserve that energy, to be honest. Comment 3. You are the donkey. You knew your friend was vegan. She asked you politely to bring plant-based dishes so everyone can try everything. You decided to bring food to your friend's party that you knew your friend couldn't eat, and to ignore what she said about everyone getting to try everything. If you want to be invited back ever, I suggest you apologize properly. Acknowledge that was a donkey move, and you won't do it again. Comment 4. Not the donkey. She believed she made a direct request. You believed she made a suggestion, which you accommodated nicely. This is a misunderstanding. Comment 5. You are the donkey. I would assume that bringing a meat dish into a vegan's home wouldn't be welcome, regardless of how the invite was worded. And if you weren't sure, a text to the host to clarify would take like 5 seconds. I wouldn't bring wine or beer, for example, to the home of a recovering alcoholic just because the invite didn't specifically say not to. Know your host and plan accordingly. Edited to add, it's possible that those previous times that people brought meat did actually bother the host, and that's why she specified, albeit not as clearly as she should have, to bring plant-based food. For those who don't like the alcohol analogy, someone suggested the analogy that you wouldn't bring pork to a dinner at a Jewish household. Comment 6. I think I'm inclined on not the donkey. I do think she intended her message to ask people to only bring vegan stuff, but I can see why you might not have read it in as strong terms. I would probably say an apology for that misunderstanding on your part would be appropriate. Comment 7. You are the donkey. Seems pretty clear what she was asking for. You couldn't go one meal without meat? Comment 8. You are the donkey. Even though you've eaten non-plant-based dishes there in the past, this invite specifically asked for plant-based dishes. You chose to interpret it in a different way because you wanted to make a non-plant-based dish. Comment 9. Not the donkey. Hannah's diction is the problem. She should have written, "Please ensure that all dishes are vegan so that everyone can enjoy." By using "it would be awesome" and "plant-based dishes," She wasn't specific enough. Some dishes are primarily plant-based, but neither vegan nor vegetarian. The connotation of it would be awesome is that something would be good, but there's no mandatory element, hence the conditional verb tense. Hannah failed to clearly communicate that she wanted all dishes to be vegan. That's on her. Comment 10. Everyone is a donkey. I wouldn't have brought meat out of respect for her beliefs, but she set herself up by not being clear on the boundary she wants for her home. You didn't mean to be a donkey. Edit. Not the donkey because she's had meat served in the home before and never made a fuss, so it was fair to assume that hadn't changed without her saying so. Sorry I missed that. Seems like a lot of the folks here did too. Story 2. My 30 female partner, 36 male, wants me to get a nose job because he's worried his family will look down on us. How do I get across to him that I'm not okay with this? I have a very round, bulbous nose type. Growing up, I was bullied for my nose. My family was always very against cosmetic surgery and judgmental about those who paid for it, so I never really considered getting a nose job. I've always disliked my nose, but in my late 20s, I came to peace with my appearance. My partner of 4 years is from a country where nose jobs are very cheap and common, and he doesn't understand why I don't just get a nose job. He thinks I'm overthinking it and it would make my quality of life better, i.e., pretty privilege. So many of his family members have gotten cosmetic surgery, and his sister is studying to become a plastic surgeon. I've done research and realized that while I would be open to one, I feel it is way too expensive of a procedure in NA, and I'm too worried about something going wrong if I do medical tourism. I've told him this, but he thinks it would be easy to do affordably in Turkey. Recently, he told his extended family about me, and now they want to see pictures. Apparently, he and his mom are shy to show me because they are afraid the rest of the family will judge my appearance. I'm so angry about this. I feel they are being shallow and disrespectful. I don't know what to do or say. Comment 1. I'd get rid of the whole partner over that. Comment 2. So it's been 4 years and now he brings up a nose job? Comment 3. What the heck? What happens if you have children and they have the same nose? Will they need to cover them up until they're of age to have forced surgery? Comment 4. What will he say about your body after having kids? This guy is disgusting. Please dump him. Comment 5. I've never been pressured by a partner to change anything about myself, so I am sorry you're going through this. If it were me, I'd shed a bunch of weight by getting rid of him and his mom. Comment 6. I'd be more embarrassed having your partner than your nose. Comment 7. This guy and his family suck. Do you really want to be with someone whose love is so conditional? Who is ashamed of your looks? I'm sorry you're going through this, but they're showing you the kind of people they are, and your anger is letting you, rightly, know that this is a serious boundary they are crossing. I'd listen and leave. Comment 8. The only changes you should make are ones you want for yourself. If your partner and his mom are so ashamed, I'm not sure why they support you being a couple. Tell him that you are fine with your nose and you won't be changing it to please his extended family. If he has a problem with that or sticking up for you to his extended family, then I'd question if that's someone I wanted to be with. Comment 9. Wait, your partner of 4 years just told his family about you? You guys have a much bigger issue here than plastic surgery. Comment 10. Grandmama advice here. Instead of improving your nose, improve your future and remove that guy. Comment 11. Oh man, is this the man you may have future children with? A daughter? What will this family teach her about her self-worth? Comment 12. Oh heck no. Comment 13. You're still being bullied about your nose. They are being shallow and disrespectful. Consider sitting down with your boyfriend and telling him you're happy with your appearance and will not be changing it for him under any circumstances. If this is a deal breaker for him, you understand and accept his decision. Otherwise, you consider this matter closed and you encourage him and his family to seek professional help navigating their insecurities. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye!